Just testing, making sure y'all can hear me before I talk for 20 minutes and then figure out that y'all can't hear me. So, just give me just a second. Just testing, making sure y'all can hear me before Alright, seems like y'all can hear me, so we'll go ahead and go from there. What is up, guys? PoliticsGaming here, and today we are doing a brand new live stream. We're going to be playing the 2026 edition as Vietnam. Are we doing a giveaway? Yep, we are doing a giveaway for the 2026 edition. It's finally out on Steam. We're going to be talking about it. I'll probably go on a couple of political rants. I don't get to live stream that often anymore, so. Due to GPS, will it be possible to mod the names with the removal of 30 pictures from Steam? Yes, you can modify the pictures, and you can modify the, pictures, and then you can modify the, what do you call it? The, things, wow, I cannot think right now. You can modify the pictures, you can modify the names, and even the looks of the 3D characters. All that Eversim asks is that if you're in the what do you call it, the Discord with them, don't share anything related to it on the Discord, just that way they're not getting into trouble. So apparently, the reason why we had the removal of the 3D pictures, Xi Jinping, Vladimir Putin, Donald Trump, all of them got removed from the game. So the reason for that is apparently Steam actually made a request to them, and I guess by request they mean that this was like they didn't have a choice. I mean, I reached out to Steam in order to see why they would have asked them to do something like this. If I don't get a response, I'm gonna kind of press them on this, because I would say this is pretty important. I think that it is, I wouldn't say it's dangerous, you know, this isn't like, you know, oh my god, free speech is under attack, but I think it's concerning, for Steam to do this, if this is accurate. I think that Steam shouldn't be able to just go around and just say like, oh, you know, hey, we don't like that you have these pictures or like similarities in your game. And it's like, I mean, I even made a point about it in my last video, in the video that I made for the 2026 edition, and I basically said like, what in terms of like other games that have actual pictures and actual names, like what are you going to do about that? And I'm actually going to reach out to some developers that have that, namely Supreme Ruler. Supreme Ruler has the actual names, and they have the actual names and everything and pictures of the actual world leaders, and then they're still there. They still have those on their game. So like, what are we gonna do in the future whenever it comes to political games like this? Have a good stream, man. I'll be back after this episode finishes. Just wanted to say hi. Good boo, you gotta stay. How long would be alive? Hoping to get the giveaway, but have to drive home from work. I'm gonna be live. It's 3 o'clock here. I would say 5 o'clock, 5:30, maybe something like that. Somewhere around 5. So it is 3 p.m. Eastern or 3 p.m. Central Time here. So yeah, I will be on for at least, I would say, an hour and a half, 2 hours. Okay. While I wait for the people to build up here, while I also get the stuff for the giveaway set up, we're going to be using Nightbot today. Which I actually really want to get into using stream elements at some point. Add to chat. Should already have most of this set up. I'm also hard at work on the economic tutorial. I'm actually filling out the script for it now. I'm getting pretty deep into it. Okay. So giveaways, let's go ahead and see what we're going to do for this giveaway today. So we could do active chatters, keyword, or random number. We're going to do active chatters, so it's just basically going to be those who are actually active in the chat. We're going to give you a 15-minute timeout now. We're going to do 10 minutes. So long as you're active in the chat within the last 10 minutes, then y'all are good. Okay. Please play as Lil Kim. Why Lil Kim? I'll make friends with him. Lil bro. Ah! What happened? No! What happened to him? It is kind of funny how, like, it's... I mean, they're, like, vague. Very, very vaguely similar. So I at least like that we have something to deal with. The only one that is just like, who the hell are you supposed to be? It's literally the United States. John Cooper, like, really? And he's $4.6 billion rich, by the way. Elon Musk is completely gone. Like, he's just decimated from here now. Just bumped into this game. Looks like a militaristic version of Hoi. Is that a closest? Not even. I wouldn't even consider this a military game. It's very, very focused on the political and economic aspects of the world. There's military gameplay in it. There is a military side to it. It is not going to be as detailed as Hoi. So if you're looking at this as some type of, like, you know, I would say this is like a modern day Hoi, but I think I wouldn't even say, I don't even know about Millennium Dawn, because I've tried Millennium Dawn before. I feel like Millennium Dawn still makes a lot of detail focused on the military. I do like, you know, how they have like the missile systems, everything like that. I don't know. Millennium Dawn, it just didn't really sit well for me. So it's kind of weird. Is there room for modding? I'm actually going to push the developers to say, like, hey, this is, like, the perfect opportunity to start something with the workshop. I think the workshop could literally make, like, a huge game change to this game. If they actually open up the sources of the game, that way they're able to allow you to mod the game more directly. I mean, like, maybe make a Game of Thrones mod or something like that. I mean, I feel like the removal of the 3D faces could be a huge opportunity for this game. By the way, if there's any issues with the audio, like with the music level, how y'all can hear me, let me know. Is this really the exact same version as last year except the 3D faces? I will say the only reason, and I feel like there's going to be a lot of misconceptions whenever it comes to the 2026 edition. Literally, the only reason that they call it the 2026 edition is, and I mean, Eversim has admitted this to me. The biggest reason why is literally because it's 2026 around. It's like we're a month away from 2026, so it's not anything short of just like they got forced into this because they've been fighting Steam for so long over the 3D faces. So it's like, and I even was making comments to them whenever I was discussing whenever the Steam edition was going to come out, and it was like, okay, when are we going to see the Steam edition? I mean, it's already almost 2026. So why do we, like, what's going to happen here? And so they said that they were going to make an announcement shortly about it. And that this is what came out of it. So the 2026 edition is 2025, but with a coat of paint. There's no new features that are a part of the game. If you have the 2025 edition already, you can upgrade to the 2026 edition for free. So it's not a matter of, you know, like, oh, like I have to pay half price or something like that. You're literally upgrading the game from 2025 to 2026 for free. There are bug fixes in the game, and this also extends the service life of essentially what is the 2025 edition. So they will continue to update this. We get the yearly political updates, everything like that from 2020. If you had the 2025 edition, you're upgrading to update your information for free. So I mean, that I would say that is a positive for those who upgraded from 2025. Okay, well, I'll actually correct it. You're up if you change it over to Steam, actually, then you're upgrading that for free. I would say. Getting a little confused. I haven't done live commentary in so long that I'm actually kind of like just stumbling over my words. This was already in 2025, yes. So the tourism adaptation, it did carry over from the 2025 edition. Speaking of, thank you. I am going to go ahead and we're going to give a $200 million subsidy to the tourism sector. Once I actually balance my budget, we are going to go ahead and do a heavier investment of like $2.5 billion. For people that never played this, as long as you're competent, is it easy to grasp? I would say yes, but it takes like a basic understanding of economics to really kind of like have some fun with it. Like, if you don't care about trade balances, economic attractiveness, GDP, GDP is world share, if you don't care about any of this information right here, improving any of these metrics right here, I mean, you may not have a lot of fun with it. If you have a interest in anything that's military, then yeah, you're gonna have some fun with this. If I have the 2025 edition on Steam, I can upgrade to 2026. Yeah, you should be able to. For free, yeah. Well, so 2025 update, because I had the well, no, actually, you didn't even have the 2025 edition on Steam because it never came out. So if you bought it on the website, the 2025 edition, and then what do you call it? If you bought it on the website, then you can upgrade to the 2026 edition for free because you're gonna have the code. So if you had 2025 edition on Steam, then you never had it, because that's the reason why 2026 happened. And circling back around for the question that just got asked, it said, what's the reason for pulling the 3D faces? Performance? No. So because they were fighting Steam for so long, they decided that because it was taking so long for them to make the 2025 edition hit Steam, then they were just might as well, and then they just released it onto Steam, except made the 2026 edition. So it's not because of performance, but because Steam didn't like the idea of them having Ronald Trump or Valecy Slutin or anything like that in the game. So they decided, okay, we're just gonna get rid of it, and we're gonna make them get. Steam decided to get rid of it, and making them get rid of the faces. Yeah, and I always think it's funny whenever people are like, "Oh yeah, it's just another like yearly cash grab," and I'm just like, dude, like 20 other game franchises do that like every year, and I'm just like, what's the difference between this and that? Like if you buy, I mean, I remember every single time Madden comes out, like I was into Madden for like 1 or 2 years, and then, I mean, I feel like there's even more benefits to this, like, because I feel like there's actually like some replayability to this. Madden is just literally just so focused on a multiplayer that I just could not get into it anymore. Oh yeah, I hate that. Oh, wait, hang on. Wait.
Every year in July, we designate about 15 new UNESCO World Heritage Sites. We identify cultural places, which is the bigger category, and natural places. Our designation is a tremendous boost for these venues.
Okay. All right, so what are we going to do? Wild Strike and Hue.
We do not have a nuclear umbrella. That used to say a strategic protection agreement with a country possessing nuclear weapons. We should look into that.
Come on. Jesus Christ, man. Oh my god, the performance. Oh my god, Jesus Christ. Oh my god, did you see that? I will come here a year later asking the same response I am waiting for. Oh my god. You're gonna have to resend your response. I've been busy, man. You have no idea. How do I answer this giveaway? Be active in chat. Just be active within chat within the last like 10 minutes, and it automatically enters you. So I have it pulled up on Nightbot, and Nightbot automatically puts you in as a recipient for the giveaway. So let me check. Esports 1279. Yep. You just got entered because you made a comment. So. Don't worry about anything. Just so long as you're active, then all I'm gonna do is every so often I'm gonna choose a winner, and then we'll take it from there. Let's see what kind of oil prospects we have. Or maybe hydrogen. What would you suggest they focus on in 2027 for the picture moving forward? I don't know. I mean, there's a lot of suggestions, so they have a lot of content to deal with for the next couple of years, I think. I think them going over to the Steam or to Discord and putting in like a whole suggestion box really kind of helped them at least like put in a lot of suggestions. So I think it's I think they're pretty good on suggestions. I mean, I can go through. I mean, actually that'd be a good video idea, just like what I want to see in the next edition, and I just go through all of the the ideas that people are posting about. Oh, what's that? Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Huh? Oh, I've never seen any of these under construction, actually. Oh, that's so cool. Look at that. The company that we're actually giving subsidies right now, they're actually building tourist resorts outside of the one city that I was about to say the other name of, and then I'd probably piss off a lot of Vietnamese people, but Ho Chi Minh City. Saw this game on sale, looked it up for YouTuber gameplay, now give away, life finds a way. Yeah, even if you don't win it, I would say it's worth it. People are going to tell you that it's buggy. You're going to see some negative reviews about it. No, I don't get paid to say any of this. I really wish that I did. Otherwise, I'd make more YouTube content. But I would say it's worth it. I do like the direction that the game is going in, and I personally, I still think that this is going to be the king of geopolitical games until, like, why is there a Chinese national park off the coast of my country? Oh yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. We're gonna have to play this, keep everything going. Diplomatic offensive. Census report, 0.07. I want to increase immigration with the United States. Or probably not even immigration. We have to... Let's go over to... Do we have illegals in here? Okay, we do. Where are they coming from? Indonesia. Illegal immigration. Construction, legislation, treaties. Impunity spreads in Vietnam. Justice under guardianship is a target of harsh criticism all over the country. Has received over 158 complaints every day renouncing many cases of impunity, the judicial errors, and even the absence of equity or impartiality and cumbersome judicial machine. Where is... okay, it's diplomacy, actually. Year of culture dedicated to a country. A budgetary cost for... Annual budgetary cost, $120 million. Okay, launch a year of culture dedicated to an enemy country. So people actually... So I got an achievement for that. We're going to be boosting trade relations with the United States, and let's actually invite them over for a meeting. That way we can sign a trade contract and boost our relations with them even more. Oh, what happened to Marco Rubio? 80 students arrested in Hanoi for political disturbances. We arrested 80 rebel students who gathered in a national square in Hanoi. They openly required the government to respect human rights, shamefully scorned in Vietnam, according to them, and they have also demanded the release of all political prisoners and establishment of a multi-party system. They also clashed with the police who were deployed to the spot. Technological transition of the public sector, and... what's holding us back in terms of economic attractiveness? Regulation of layoffs. So we're not as strict on layoffs. Stability in the country is good, so it's not that. Which, actually, by the way, declaring a state of emergency hilariously helps out your economic attractiveness. It said the Steam forced to remove portraits. I agree. You should do an Argentina save. Inspired by what Javier Milei has done. It would be cool to see how the game reacts to it. How does the AI feature work? So basically AI in the game, it works like civil servants. Basically you go over here and then you have like all these administrations or ministries. So like Homeland Security, you can fill it up with robots. and then it saves you money from having to hire people. So you can continue to hire people, actually, and then over time you can just replace them with robots and AI, which it actually does save you money a lot over years. I actually did that as Greece, and whenever I did it as Greece, I remember I was saving like a lot of money. Purchase contract, sales contract. What do we want to sell them? Cement. Some of that cement. 30 million tons. And then 150. Prices you offered as being too high. Sales contract. Oh, they already have clothing. Consumer electronics, fertilizer, electronic components. They already have electronic components. Industrial robots. So does steel. Utility vehicles. Coal? No. Fuel? Sugarcane. 24 million. Let's do 15. 15 million. Put it at a price of $76 per ton. Wow. $76 per ton. 70. 69. Ah. Electrical materials. Wow. Trade with the United States is going to be a lot harder than we thought. What about cement? Let's do 135. 30 million tons. Seriously, just give me an offer. I'll take the offer. Computer hardware. Fertilizer. Medical materials. Plan on making geopolitical cement over the next while as you... Or do you plan on playing other political games like Political Arena or TPP Revisit? There is one game that I'm actually getting ready to talk about. It is called... what do you call it? Sicko series on Discord. He has a new game called Geo-Political Sim or GeoSim Prime. And it looks like a more detailed version of Geo-Political Simulator, as well as kind of like a UI mix with WWE. And so he was sending me screenshots of this last night. I was inviting him over to the stream. And it's actually going to have multiplayer too. So let me see. Yeah, he sent me some screenshots of what multiplayer UI looks like. Like in one screenshot, he actually has like market movers, so like stocks. He has finance holdings, finance dynamics. They have like stock prices. They have commodities like Brent crude, gold, natural gas, and wheat. Sovereign debt, there's like a 1-year yield, a 10-year benchmark, and a 30-year yield. They have CDS spread. You have a target interest rate, which is like then you have currency strength, your inflation. You have like sovereign rating, credit ratings, everything like that. The value added tax is actually on standard, reduced, and exempt. So you have most goods and services at 20%, for example. Reduced is energy and children items. Basic food and medical can be exempt at 0. Whenever it comes to income taxes, and this one I thought was cool, personal income brackets. You can add brackets to your country, so you can both show, you can actually like make tax brackets for money income. So you can actually say $0 to $12,000 is going to be a 0% tax. $12,000 to $50,000 is going to be taxed at 20%. $50,000 to $125,000 is going to be 40%, and then $125,000 to infinity, so millionaires basically, is going to be taxed at 45%. Or you can make like 15 different brackets for that. So I'm actually pretty excited, and I think I'm gonna, once I'm done here, actually, I'm gonna talk to Sicko series and discuss his game, and then make a video about it. So that's one game I'm actually pretty excited to see and discuss with Sicko. He might make a visit here. I sent him the link, so hopefully he comes back and says hi. A More Perfect Union. I've been watching A More Perfect Union for a couple of years now. There was another game, actually, I think. I can't remember now. It wasn't EU5. I played a little bit of EU5. I haven't played in a minute. There was another game someone sent me. It's called Globalism. I haven't gotten to try it out yet, but it looks cool. Not too big of a fan of the UI. Okay, let's continue on. That way y'all aren't just like, what the hell are you doing? You're not doing anything. Chemicals. Bottled water. Building, housing, and roadway. Automobiles? No. Don't even have a market for it. Oil. Natural gas. No. I guess we'll just go for an immigration agreement and go from there. Would you like to check out my game? It isn't presentable yet. It's called State OS. Send me a link on Discord, or add me on Discord, and yeah, I can make a video about that too if it looks interesting enough. Your offer is too high. I hate this. Like you're not even giving me a counter offer. Just even if you lowball me to like hell, like just give me something to work with. How accurate or how well does it simulate internal conflicts, civil wars, riots, revolutions, criminal activity? You're talking about this game? How does the nuclear umbrella feature work? Lots of questions, huh? Alright, I'm gonna go grab a drink real quick, and then I guess we're gonna go ahead and start this giveaway. All right. Thank y'all for waiting. Meats. Sales, go back up, go to meats. Wow, we okay. I think I can literally sell this to the United States for like whatever. I'm gonna sell it for my oh yeah, hang on, 3.5, let's say 3.5 billion kilos. I'm gonna send it to the United States like that, see what they offer me, and I'm just gonna accept the offer. Seriously, our relations are not good enough for me to sell you meat. You know what? We need another discussion. Yeah, we're probably not gonna be able to get them for like another month. Seriously? Okay. Okay, I'll wait like 2 weeks and then we'll invite him over for a meeting. Okay. Other than us potentially invading Cambodia, let's go ahead and choose this first winner. All right, Really Bad Games just won the giveaway, so that is great to see. Congratulations. All right, I'm gonna have to put all this down so that way I don't overpromise. And I'll actually, so what I'll do is I will give away not only will I give away the, so this is how this is going to work. So I just drew the winner. So, what's his name? Really Bad Games just won, so congratulations. What we're also going to do is we're going to give away the code for God and Spy at the same time. So not only are you guys going to get, have the chance of winning, Geo-Political Simulator 2026 edition, you're also going to get at the same time a God and Spy key. So I will give away those as well, because this is probably the only time I'm going to be able to stream, in the foreseeable future. I'll only be able to make videos, which sucks. I used to stream so much and I really miss doing it. But congratulations, not only are you winning GPS 5 2026, but by the way, Really Bad Games, please say something in the chat in the next couple of minutes, just that way I'm able to give away the code. And what you're going to do is I want you guys to join my Discord. And then in the main chat, I want you to tag me and say, hey, this is me, and post a screenshot of your YouTube icon. So like the screenshot basically showing like that it's you, that I'm looking at the right person. I just saw I'm in the Discord. I'll send you the link of my game and probably a key as well, since I did just win a giveaway. All right, yeah, send me a link. Send me your screenshot, just like I said, screenshot of you showing your YouTube icon. That way I can confirm your identity before I give it out. That way I'm not giving it out to someone else and you're getting shafted, basically. Alright, let's focus on getting this deficit down. I tag you in the Discord, which chat. If you're in the GPS or in my Discord, just in the general chat, just tag me and then say, this is me. Or just add me, or like try to DM me. I should have DMs open so that way you're able to just freely message me. Vehicle registration. Apparently in like Guatemala and Central America, it's like the funniest tax because it makes so much. How long would the live stream last? I would say another hour and a half. 1% VAT tax on fatty foods. Ah. Oh, it is a decree. Okay, so we have that. So it's a single... Oh, yeah, it's a single party system. Deforestation tax. I sent it to your Discord. I have to go in about 30 minutes, but I'll be back on the stream if you're still streaming. Okay, I'll make sure to... Once I'm done here, I will send the winners their game and their God and Spy DLC. Internet access... Yeah, annual amount, $50 a year for internet access. Okay, I'll hold off for that for now. I want to get it low enough, and I really want to start tackling the... Well, what if I increase the value-added tax? Dang, $1 billion only? 11%, $2 billion added to the budget. Yeah, people do not like that. Not even my party. So I'll hold off on that for now. some of these I'm trying to increase to that way. I want to get my budget down to like a 1%, and then once I do that, then I'm going to go ahead and decrease things like the real estate tax and maybe even wealth tax, because these ones are really constraining my ability to like attract investors to the country. 45 per... Yeah. Yeah, no wonder people don't want to come over to Vietnam. I actually play this thing on my Steam Deck and it plays hilariously well. Audio-visual tax. Wow, yes, yes, yes. Let's go ahead and increase this to $104. Can we please get that supported? Okay, $70 could do. $50. Let's say 50. Yeah, just the flat $50. $4.1 billion. Okay, it's gonna be unpopular, but this will really help out our budget. Okay, so we can use some of that to decrease the wealth tax. Which, as a communist country, doesn't make a lot of sense, but we're doing this for pure economic reasons. What about real estate tax? $4 billion. Don't make as much off of that. Okay, $25 per square meter. Company tax is reasonable. How do you win the giveaway? Yes, just talk in the chat and then just be active within the last 10 minutes. Okay, so yeah, I need to post this into a Google Doc and then yeah. Okay. Looks like we're good for another winner, so I'll go ahead and roll again. Robert Cochrane. Robert Cochrane, are you there? Say something in the chat and just let me know that you're there. I'll give him a couple of minutes, and if he does not say anything, all right, we're going to go ahead and go to the passage of the Budget Responsibility Act. And the goal that I'm going to be doing, and I'm going to be playing this, playing as Vietnam in my own time on this save. The goal here is that I actually want to make Vietnam like a not really like an industrial powerhouse, but like China. I would say more of an educational powerhouse. So we have a lot of work to be done whenever it comes to education. So like if we look over here, 19 people per teacher, 19 kids per teacher for primary and secondary schooling. We also have a 5.49% or an illiteracy rate of 5.49, and only 1.18% of my population is higher education. So I would say that we have a lot of room to be made, especially in terms of increasing the amount of teachers that we have. We have 1 million teachers, and our population is 102 million people. So we have a lot of work that we can go for, and especially, I would say, we can actually fit AI and robots into this investment as well. Let's go ahead and go for about 2,500. Now, I wouldn't say robots, but we're definitely going to be doing AI here. So let's do 5,000 AI bots. Maximum rate of replacement is 2.63%. If you're wondering what that is, we do have a little icon right here. Depending on their technological level, technological advancement, robots or artificial intelligence agents have the capacity to be upgraded to some extent to increase human productivity. For example, a robot having a replacement rate of 30% means it will reduce the time it takes a human to accomplish these tasks by 30%. So in theory, this would allow a reduction of 30% of human workers necessary to produce the same amount of work. So we're going to go ahead and ask for 5,000 AI bots to help out our educational sector. We have severance costs over 3 years of $15.2 million. We have $994,000 that will be invested into this over the next 3 years, but then we will save $22 million in layoffs. So we can go ahead and continue on higher education. We're going to go ahead and focus on, I will say, medical. Oh, yeah. Let's wait until we have a more responsible-looking budget surplus until we do any investments into the funding sector. Let's go to population, 13.45% under the poverty line. Hello, I am here. Have I won the giveaway? Yes. Robert Cochrane, 7479. You have won the giveaway. Urbanization. Yeah, Robert Cochrane, basically what I would need you to do, I need you to go to my chat on the Geo-Political Simulator Discord, or I need you to go to my Discord server itself. And what you can do is that you can go ahead and just post a screenshot of your YouTube. So basically, like, where you see the chat, I need your icon, or like take a picture of your icon where you click your icon and then it shows exactly like what your channel's name is, and then so that way I can confirm that it's you. When you hire AI, does it have a significant influence on the unemployment? Yes, it does. So basically, you can replace your entire workforce with AI and robots, and if you do, you'll have about, like, if it's 1 million people in the educational sector, then 1 million people will go unemployed. So you have to have a way to, like, subsidize other sectors. That way they can at least get back to work. Or if you don't have the ability to do that, you go over to work, you go over to legislation, and then you can create a universal basic income. This basically allows everyone that is unable to find work have a basic set of income, whether they want to work or not. And as the years go on and AI becomes more and more used and efficient, it becomes more financially viable to actually support the sector. And then what'll happen is that you'll end up having millions of people unemployed. So this unemployment rate will actually go up over the course of decades. I'm Polish soldier. We have a Polish soldier in the chat. go ahead and go to the passage of the tax law, and then see what that does to our economic attractiveness. Watch out for growth. The morale of consumers is not at its best. The purchasing power of the working class limits them to buying basic necessities, and stores are far from making money. It's therefore the economy you'll see that will set the pace. No doubt it would be good to stimulate growth by a vigorous relaunch of consumption, while also improving the household purchasing power. That is actually, like I said, what I want to do. I want to, like, make the country like Vietnam. I wouldn't say, like I said, we don't have the ability to compete with the Chinese whenever it comes to pure economic power. China will be able to outpace that beyond anything we're even able to imagine. We have $500 billion in GDP, while they have $20 trillion. They're the second largest economy in the world. 1.4 billion people to rely on as a population workforce. Growth is at 4.58%, but we are going to be competing with them heavily whenever it comes to economic attractiveness. We want to make ourselves, I would say, because China is modernizing so much, we have the ability to become the new China, so we can become an industrial base for cheaper products whenever it comes to whenever it comes to growing our economy. So everything is fine in the UK, just like in Germany. Can you do a series on the UK and save it from the current situation it is in right now? Like what? Are you talking about just general economic stuff, or like the political crisis? Maybe like trying to stabilize the political crisis? I think a Britain series would actually be pretty good. It's kind of like, you know, I'm just floating around on my own, just trying to modernize it. I think we would go for a slightly more militaristic stance, building up a strong military, one of the most powerful in Europe. Only the UK. Or, I mean, yeah, I mean, it could be like some type of a series where I start to increase, like where I start to try to increase my relations with the EU and try to get back in. I think that would be too predictable, though. Arrests of rebellious politicians increase. The activities of clandestine politicians do not stop. One of their latest actions is the distribution of anti-CBP leaflets in Bien Hoa. Mr. President, the forces of law and order are even watchful and continue to perform arrests every day, but they don't succeed in capturing the head of the rebellious monster. Which is actually what I'm also thinking about, by the way. I have the Australia series, and I feel like the Australia series is just kind of like there. I'm not really catching anything for the Australia series, because the Mexico series is actually really fun. I'm actually even considering maybe even coming back to Mexico with the new game. I feel like I want to do something either, like the UK, I think would be the next best one, or I would say maybe Cuba. I'm thinking Africa, like DRC, Tanzania, Kenya, maybe even Central America. I'm more so considering Guatemala or Nicaragua, maybe even Panama. Argentina would be a good one. If modern, I would say I'm thinking UK or Japan. UK or Japan would be really, really, really good. I would probably not an Iran series because I feel like that's too predictable. So I'm thinking about just like maybe even Pakistan. Something where there's a lot of room that I can work with, a lot of land, but then also like there's at least maybe like a decade worth of content that I could work through. And decade meaning decade in game, not like a decade IRL. France would be interesting trying to fix their industry into retirement ages, lol. Yeah, having to deal with the yellow vests. Yeah, I think it's time that I finally show Eversim what I would do with France. With DRC, it's going to be a hell of a ride. They don't have almost anything to be like the main pillar of economy. Yeah, I think that's the only thing, because it's like I feel like the DRC is kind of like dead in the water, like right off the start. I don't really know myself, but in the description of the stream is the Discord link. Click and join. I'm trying to claim PM. Oh, can you PM the instructions over, please? Yeah, ping me on Discord with a screenshot where it shows your profile picture, like literally exactly what Kievan Roos said. Maybe a series where we try to bring back the British Empire through war and diplomacy. 5 years ago, I would say that would be a stupid idea, but I actually forgot that there's a... Yeah, I mean, like, there's a... I actually played as the UK, like, once, and I actually thought it was cool because, like, there's so many dependencies that you can annex into the actual British control. So, like, I could annex, you know, like, all of these little islands down here. So it's actually really interesting. Some meetings, improvement of the poor people's shopping basket.
Purchasing power is on the rise, but even with this slight improvement, we must not forget that we are still very far from a panacea.
I think one thing we're also going to be focusing on, we want to focus on a free trade agreement with the United States. Seriously. Okay, May 6th. May 6th, so a month from now. I literally can't meet with the United States for a whole month. Manager assaulted at Dalat.
I believe.
Did my tax law pass? Oh, it did. We went up a couple of spaces in economic attractiveness. Property tax went down. Regulation of layoffs went still bad. I'm gonna ask Pericles what that means. I cannot wait to get to economic attractiveness for my economic guide. I've returned. What happened? Also, congrats to the other winner. Oh yeah, I forgot. We're actually going to be doing some hunting, achievement hunting here. There's actually a an achievement to where, like, if you click the dolphin that comes out of the water, it'll actually give you an achievement for it. Oh! That's so cool. Oh, that is so cool. It even gives you a little info. No, I missed them. They were right there. Large large, I'm not even going to try to say that, blue whales can reach around 30 meters in length and weigh up to 150 tons. The bowhead whale is a mammal with the longest life expectancy and optimal living conditions. It can live up to 200 years. Did not know that. Okay, look for those dolphins again. Come on. Where y'all at? Sorry, I got a meeting.
Good morning. I didn't come empty-handed. In fact, I wanted you to see in order to submit to you this economic contract which, as you will see, is profitable for both our countries.
Thank you, Turkmenistan. Fuel. Turkmenistan to Vietnam, 2.5 million tow. 1,100. 1,500 purchase price. Dirt cheap. He wants to sell me 2.5 million. And... okay. Accepted, signed, and
sure.
Ink is yet to dry. But we do have a somewhat stable supply of oil. If you actually ever get this game, so the biggest thing to note is that if you sign economic contracts to look at their production and look at their consumption. So if they have a lot of... if they have like a lot of or if they're overselling you to where like they don't have enough, it'll actually be bad to sign that, even though you're probably getting a really good price off of it. If they don't have the supply for it, don't sign the contract, because if you do, then it's going to message you with the issue saying like they're not able to complete this and we have to buy from the world markets and we're not even getting the worth out of this contract. Okay. Let's watch for those dolphins. Crap, I forgot. We had a meeting with the president of Laos.
Morning.
Heating, 88,000. See, exactly what he's doing right here. So he has a maximum production of 95,000 tow, and he has 100,000 consumption. So he's literally selling his entire supply, and he won't be able to meet his national consumption. So because of that, if we sign it, it's gonna give us the message saying, "Oh, we have to, we have to buy from the world market or whatever." So don't sign those contracts, please. Maritime, land, and air. See if we can get some good. Yep. So support. Let's just get a full-on military alliance with Laos. Full-on military alliance, and let's actually try to see if we can install a military base there. We can. Okay. So we have a full-on defense alliance with Laos. First contract. We're gonna check on the status of those contracts soon. Just look. Just keep an eye out. No! No, they were right there! They were right there. You saw them, right? You saw them, right? Alright, I'm gonna have my hand on pause button. The water, I think, looks better in this version, actually, looking at it right now. Oh my god, actually, the water does look better. The more you look at it, the better it gets. Where they at? Wow, finally caught you active on YouTube, I know. Virtual whale sites... Virtual whale sighting stream when someone's joining the stream right now and they are pissed off because I'm just sitting here bullshitting looking for dolphins. Ah! No! No! It's another whale. They're right there! Yes! I got the achievement. Ah, carnivorous. They're oh yeah, they are carnivores. In a whale, they have a life expectancy of 5,560. Wait, Eversim, you gotta be screwing with me right now. Dolphin lifespan. 55 to 60 years. Dude, bro. Bro. Eversim, what y'all doing right now? I got the achievement, though. I'm actually kind of rich. Oh, yeah, I forgot. Personal purchase of shares. Let's go to the United States. Go to NVIDIA. Don't ever take investment advice from me, but I always recommend investing into NVIDIA whenever you start off your game. It's NVIDIA. I'm glad at least they kept the realistic symbols here. Damn, is that hotel already done? Oh, the little plane. Vietnam is rising in the global ranking of economic attractiveness, 137 to 136. Oh, let's build a national park somewhere. So actually, let's look over at our tourism ranking. So geographic wealth is green, international events is a red, conflict zone. By the way, risk of natural disasters and conflict zone, seriously, Jesus Christ, really messes up your tourism ranking. It will destroy your economy. I had 2 volcanic eruptions as Japan, and my tourism industry, like, not collapsed. There was a very noticeable difference in revenue whenever it came in. I think I lost like $10 billion in revenue from the area whenever those volcanic eruptions hit.
I would like...
Women, specific criminalization of her street harassment. Let's go ahead and pass that. NVIDIA gets a lot of good income in the game. Yeah, NVIDIA usually, like, they always jump, like, a lot in the end of the year. So basically, whenever it comes to investing in the game, so normally, like, in the middle of the year, I mean, it's kind of like, it's like passive income, so that way your net worth increases over time. I think there's very specific things that will make your stock price, like, go up or down. So, like, if you do, like, what's called a, it's like a capital increase, whenever you do the capital increase, it'll actually lower your stock price because you're giving it at a preferred price for new stock investors. So that way you can get like a crap ton of money in one sitting. And so whenever you do that, it's like, oh, we're going to sell like 50 million shares at like a stock price of like $250, but your stock price is like $800. So people are getting it, and then so it's going to dilute your share price, and then it's going to lower it because you're selling, because more people, because the stock price is based on how much money someone bought into the price at that point. So like if you're like saying like, oh, I want to buy it for this price, you know, it like drives it. There's other factors. It's a lot of economic factors that go into it. I'm pretty sure someone's going to be able to explain it better than I can, but I'll save that research for the economic tutorial. 11% of kids are working in this country. Child labor. Yeah, actually, that's the other interesting thing that I noticed about this whenever I was playing with it. So I was playing as Japan, and so actually, the stock price is a good indicator about when to buy as a country and when to sell as a country. So if it's a publicly traded company, so I can go over here and I can go to, like here. So basically, the Vietnamese government, if I were to come in and buy it, so what you're going to want to look for and how much money you're going to have to spend on this is consolidated or market value. So market value is basically going to be the amount of money you're going to buy this company for. And then, so depending on this stock price, so $281,000, this could go up to like $500,000. So whenever you sell it, you're going to get whatever the difference is. So like once you nationalize it, then you can sell it for like $3 billion, but then like 5 years from now, you could sell it for like $10 billion because of the growth of the company. But whenever you buy it, basically what'll happen is that I can go to, was that cereals, I think? I have to go to nationalize or privatize. Go over here. So if I do state involvement with a minority shareholder, it's always going to buy 20% of the company. And so then whatever difference that is, so you buy it for $96 million, but then, 5 years from now, you could sell it for like $500 million or $1 billion or something like that. So it is an investment for the future. So it does make sense to actually purchase certain companies because it'll give you the opportunity to kind of like strategically go after it. So I really like the addition of companies in this game, and a lot of people were just like, oh, I don't care about the companies, they just did like a whole like update just so you could play as a... No, it's literally not even so you could play as a company. It's literally so that you can like be very strategic whenever it comes to how you strategize your economy. Robert Cochrane finally messaged me. Let me take a look. Robbie97, thank you. Thank you. Okay. All right. I think it's time to go for another winner. And let's go ahead and say we have XX Legendary is the winner here. So let's wait for him to give us a message that he's there.
Here is our growth forecast for the end of the year.
This is an excellent, wow, 5% growth. Oh, it's actually down. I got excited there for a second. %1.9% exodus. Situation is critical. Don't tell me we're about to face a famine. Food crisis is causing massive exodus toward the national borders. An estimated 1.3 million refugees have taken to the roads and are creating long lines at the borders. I don't know whether we should allow them to leave. I am overwhelmed by the latest events. Do you wish to call the army to shut down the borders? What? I've never been faced with a decision like this before. I can't join the Discord. If you guys are having issues, with joining the Discord, if you get drawn and you're having issues, I will work with you. So you're not going to lose out on it just because you can't join the Discord. If anything, go to my about section on my YouTube, and then you're gonna find my email. And then, so the email, just message me there. You send me an email. Same thing. Just send me a screenshot of your YouTube icon with the chat, just showing, and we can kind of go from there. Guys, what should we do? Should we shut down the borders, or should we allow 1.3 million people to leave the country? I've never been faced with a decision like this before. The situation is critical. The food crisis is causing a massive exodus toward the borders. Hang on. What's my malnutrition rate? Undernourished. It's going up. We're like producing so much food. I wouldn't understand why we're having issues with food. Let them leave. We'll prevent another famine if they leave. Okay. 1.3 million people? Go ahead. Oh my god.
This person is at risk of...
Budget, okay.
Sure. There.
I don't want to sell him food right now because I'm afraid of what'll happen if I do, but I really want to be able to sell him that cement. Or what was I going to sell to them that was like a lot of money? It was like $44 billion if I sold it to him. Oh, it was meat. But we're facing a famine, so if I'm exporting it to the United States, I mean... Wait, what? No, it was, no, not beef, it was meat. Meat. Our relations are not good enough. That is literally stupid. industry. $22 billion. Okay, so rice is going to be a good thing at some point. So I'm going to go ahead and end the meeting there. And then we are going to... I'm going to try for an FTA. Maybe reduce the tariffs on the United States and will help improve relations. Yeah, I'll reduce tariffs like on industrial goods. Warning. I'm reducing tariffs on you. What do you mean? I like how there's just as many tourist attractions outside of Hanoi that there were anti-missile batteries outside of Hanoi during the war. Any military action you're planning on? I mean, Cambodia is looking pretty spicy this time of year. Lots of cities to conquer. I'm just waiting until they do the funny thing where they did something to like 25% of their population, literally for no reason. Is Vietnam and ASEAN? Relations are poor to say the least. I'm trying to improve them. We did a year of culture with you. What are you talking about? Energy situation, what is that? Deficit. Production, 310. Capacity, 344. Consumption. Okay, so capacity is way above consumption, so we're actually good.
The decree takes...
Ah! Oh wait, maybe actually they fixed the malnutrition issue. Mobilization, wait, what is that?
But what are we going to do with you if you're not even capable?
We were able to trade...
Where's most of my immigration coming from? Indonesia. Jesus Christ, where's my immigration going up? Actually, it's going down. Illegals. Why are there 484 illegal immigrants from Syria? Does organic agriculture work now? I don't know. Oh, yeah, exchange program. Thank you. Wait, I think they're going to reject it, but good try. Wait. Yeah, we are in ASEAN. Is that how you say ASEAN? We're in AP, EC, ASEAN, and RCEP. We need a free trade agreement. We need a couple of free trade agreements, actually. So I'm going to sign one with Laos. So Laos would definitely accept this. Laos. Laos, and then... who else? Not North Korea. Tajikistan? I feel like they're gonna say no because of the size of our economy. Venezuela. Ah! Stop doing that! Okay, Venezuela. Don't ask me about what's going on. My country is literally under total cyber attack, and I'm just sitting here screwing around with free trade agreements. So what was that? I could do it with Iran. Japan at some point? Actually, Japan... let's actually start focusing on improving relations with Japan, too. Initiative Year of Culture... Who cyber attacked you? Japan. Let's say Japan. I already did one with the United States, so it's probably not going to let us. India for a free trade agreement? Nah. Now we're going to keep this to Asia. Actually, India is a part of Asia, but I don't know your country very... the hell you do. Ah. No wonder immigration is wild with everyone else. Alright, so no visas with the United States, but... Indonesia... Jesus Christ, this is literally everyone. Oh. This is gonna be a very tedious task I should probably not do on stream. In other words, he is about to cheat. No, I'm not. I don't even think there's a way to cheat with this. I don't even have the God and Spy tool yet. Alright, I'm just gonna do, I would say, the ones we want to focus on in terms of, what do you call it? Tourism? Because I think this will definitely give us a boost to tourism. This is probably strangling the hell out of our tourism system. Let's see what the reaction to the visas. Let's see what the reaction is to that. So that should really boost up tourism, especially from the United States. We'll actually say no visas to Laos as well. Alright, free trade agreements with the 2 countries that we asked for, and they said yes. Did relations improve with the United States? Let's see. I don't know, I can't see the numerical value because I don't have God and Spy. Anti-Vietnam protests just blew up in the United States. I actually got a globe. Me and my girlfriend yesterday, or not yesterday, but on Saturday, went to it was an antique shop, and I actually found a globe that has both North and South Vietnam on it. So it's actually, I dated it, and specifically I think it's around the 70s, so even Rhodesia is on there. So Rhodesia, I can't remember the name of it right now, but it was Botswana, the country that used to be before Botswana. That's there. South Africa owns Namibia. Benin is called something else. Burkina Faso is the Upper Volta. And, what is this? The Western Sahara is owned by the Spanish. So then, obviously, Franco is still around. And Cambodia is called Cambodia, so unfortunately I don't get the Kampuchea map. Oh, wait. What's my relations? Haha. Hang on. Actually, I think we might be saved here in terms of a decent free trade agreement. Where are you? Now! Okay. Venezuela 5 billion, Laos 1 billion. And I definitely know we can get more out of an FTA with Russia. Which, by the way, are they war with someone else? No. When is the next giveaway? Right now. Magoo! My man, Mr. Magoo, just won a free code. Which actually, who was the previous winner? Let me go back. X Legendary. He should have probably said something in the chat. Hang on. Trying to make sure. X Legendary, yeah. Okay. Just making sure. Mr. Magoo. Alright, Mr. Magoo, same thing. Just go to my Discord, let me know, send a screenshot of your profile icon. Bro, just like cool. Oh my god, dude, my work just keeps calling, just saying that they have overtime right now, and I'm just like, leave me alone. Okay, good. Russia just accepted our free trade agreements, so tariffs just got reduced by 50%. Commercial contract, Russia, wow, 156 billion. Yeah, that should really, really help. Well, like the United States would be like a holy grail, but I mean, could we? All right, let's try again with the United States, actually. Currency growth is 5.14. Trade balance is actually up. I think once we get some free trade agreements with Russia and the United States going, then we should be good in terms of trade balance. I think that'll actually improve. I actually had a free trade agreement in my other game as El Salvador, and I had like a negative $1 billion trade deficit. And then once I signed a free trade agreement with the United States, it immediately is like over $2 billion worth. So it's actually interesting to see. United States just refused it, and our relations are poor, so in the case it would be improper to consider a commercial contract. To countries you have the best relations, who should you sign free trade agreements with? I usually do it with allies and people that I would say have resources that you would need. So it's like, for example, I mean, bauxite is a raw material that you would need in order to develop your aluminum sector, which is used in cars and other products. So if you want to, for example, get less raw materials, or like you want to get lower priced raw materials, or I'll show you actually as an example. So purchase, if I want to buy bauxite, let's say I want to buy 500,000 tons. So delivery cost is $47 million, $1.833 million in custom duties, for a total amount of $69.1 million. So total net amount is actually going to be $20 million. So we're paying a lot in fees in order to get this delivered to us. So, I mean, we have less cost to it, so we get more out of the actual net amount of the contract. So in this case, like, we would eliminate almost $2 million to that, so we'd have an additional $2 million to work with whenever it comes to getting this bauxite to us. So free trade agreements, they kind of depend on which one you sign. So if I go for Angola, for example, reciprocal, what I usually do, especially with smaller countries, like if I'm like the senior, it's more so like if I'm the senior partner of this, like at the United States, for example, like I don't want full access or to give like Russia, for example, let's use the United States and Russia as an example. Reciprocal commercial contract, it only affects the dominant sectors of our countries. So like for the United States, I mean, I could, have cheaper products in terms of, I think it's like medical equipment, maybe tourism, etc. And then tariffs are going to be reduced on average about 50% across the board. We have very light control of the goods at the border, and then we have no regulations imposed on us. But a global economic treaty, usually I do this for countries that I would consider allies, or if it's like the United States and Vietnam, I would do a GET, a global economic contract. So this affects anything with a quota on certain products considered strategic by the partner. That could be I think that's the reason why they're saying no to the free trade, or not the free trade agreement, but it was like whenever I'm trying to sell them meat, and I guess they're considering it a strategic sector, and so with this, tariffs are going to be reduced by 80%. So I would say how I range it: economic and political agreement. This is like the agreement between the UK and the EU for it basically like completely eliminates tariffs all across the board. So I would use this with very, 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 very close relations. The United States, I would use it with like Japan, Korea, Australia, the EU, the UK. Very close partners to you. Global Economic Treaty, I would use that for major trading partners. So that could be with Vietnam, I would say Russia, the United States, Japan, maybe the Philippines, Indonesia. Close partners that you have a strategic economic interest in. Reciprocal commercial contracts, I would say I would use, for example, on smaller countries or countries that you don't want to have total unlimited access to this, but you want to increase your economic relations with them. I would say with India, particularly other third world countries, or just enemies. Like, if you would consider them an enemy, but you're still considering like a strong trading relationship, that's the type of free trade agreement I would do. I sent my proof on Discord. Mr. Magoo. My man Magoo. Okay. So Magoo finally sent me his proof, so go ahead and re-roll again. Prodastvrol. Prodastvrol? Congratulations. Once you send me your proof, I will go ahead and do another giveaway. Oh, they're building more resorts. Yeah, we're really having a lot of fun with the tourism sector, huh? They're really building, so I mean, I would say that we should be seeing a large increase in revenue here. We make $2 billion on privatizing all of our industries in the tourism sector and just let the private sector take hold of it. Attraction parks. Let's do attraction parks. Give them, I would say, $100 million subsidy, and then completely exonerate the sector. I'm afraid of looking at Hanoi. Oof. Oh, that is a lot. That is a lot. Congrats, I wonder what the technicals for this game look like. Is Vietnam going to become a tourist haven? I know. It's actually the goal here. How many more are you throwing out? How many do I got? I have 5 more to go. And like I said, be active within the last 10 minutes. And as well, not only are you going to get a main key game for Steam, you're going to also win a key for God and Spy.
Perspective analysis.
Elf.
See where my malnutrition rate is. Undernourished population. It is on its way down. the Cambodia invasion happening by land or sea. I mean, I would say build up most of my forces over here. Kind of come in from the north. I would say occupy at least east region. Will they allow the 3D faces to come back onto Steam? No. The 3D faces are gone. I mean, I don't think we're ever gonna get those back. I'm not at all sure, but as far as I know, like they are dead in the water, no longer available. You will not be able to see them again. That is a request that Steam made. I would say, I mean, if they sell it on their website, I mean, it doesn't really make a lot of sense to not sell it on their website for the faces. But maybe that's so people don't mod it and then throw it onto the Steam version. So, I don't know. I am also considering a, and I don't know, like, if this would, like, piss a lot of people off, but, like, I'm considering making, like, a world pack where I basically make all of the countries of the world into one single pack, and then you have all the real parties, all the real things as a part of the game, so like real names, pictures, everything like that, and it's just like in one single pack. Real companies, it would take a long time to do it by myself. So I'm seeking out help for it, but if you guys are interested, would you guys be willing to pay for something like that? Because I'm talking about, like, I mean, this is something that would take months to make. Especially at the rate that I make content. Like, this would take a very, very long time to make. And, I mean, it would be good, I mean, to make some money off of it. It would basically, I wouldn't, you know, I'm not charging, like, $80 for it or something. But I would say $5.99, $5 for like a pack or something like that. I feel like even with the amount of work that has to go into it, I feel like that's undervaluing it, but it's more so just like, I don't know. I wouldn't say like it's fair coming around saying like, hey, buy this pack that you can make yourself, but it's like $20. I feel like $20 would actually be,
I have a small favor to ask.
would be more. I just sent you an email. Let me check. Giveaway winner. Prodastral, can you send like a picture like on the top right of your YouTube icon? Can you send a picture of your screenshot showing that's you? In that email? While you do that, I'm gonna go ahead and re-roll again. Sonnen Scheiss 1510. You've been around for a minute, so congratulations. Do you have the Steam version of the game? Yes, I do. All of these I'm sending out are Steam versions, by the way. I would even pay $7 for a real. So it'd be like $10. I mean, would $10 be fair? No, they got rid of Greta. They got rid of her. No. Who the hell is that? Son and Shice is rethinking his life because I think he's just sitting there. He's just like, oh, I didn't expect that I would actually win. Maybe put Ireland in NATO. That would be cool. Yeah, that'd actually be good. Hang on, let me look at Hanoi one more time. It's gonna crash my game. God. Alright, let's go ahead and save this before I lose all my progress. Son and Shice just hit me up on Discord. Sonnenscheiss. Well, you know it's German, so how do I say? You pronounced it almost correctly. Sonnenscheisse? Scheisse? Oh, what's his name is there? Yadigar Nagiev? I've seen you around, actually. I think I saw... Did I see you on Twitter one time? No, I think I saw you on the comment section. Can't understand why they made this game what it is. As a PhD student in political... Yeah, I remember, you know. The little PhD. I got the doctor in the chat now. I'm trying every theory, but to no avail. The economic system isn't working. Favorable for change of regime. Syria. What's my relations now with Syria? Oh! Correctly. Haha! Scheisse. Except I was... No, I'm thinking the other word. I'm thinking Scheisse. I was thinking of it out loud in my head, and I'm just like, I swear to God, that's like another word. But then I was like, oh wait, no, that's Scheisse. Scheisse. I'm actually like, at least according to my ancestry test, I'm actually German.
Everything.
I am too sad for this situation. I feel like it's always been like this, but I feel like the way... I mean, I also feel like economics has always been not like a... It always kind of depends on where you look at it. I think from the research that I've done, at least whenever I was really way much more deep into the intricacies of this game, I feel like in terms of this game, it feels more so like a Milton Friedman type of economy. It's like spend money to make money. I think that's what Friedman was preaching. Do you work the company or just player? Right now I'm playing as just the country, but I mean, you can also play as the company and the country at the same time, which is actually a really fun game mode. Pericles just said he was collecting the reports, but I don't think she's sure either. She? Pericles is a she?
This person is at risk of a scandal. Given your links, the affair could have a negative impact.
Aluminum, automobile. How much money do I have? Deficit, GDP, about $11 billion deficit. Let's increase our industrial pollution tax. Well, I guess we can keep going. Have you ever played Suzerain? You might like the RPG element. I played a little bit of Suzerain, but I didn't really get into it. You're right, if you spend... goes up unless you raise taxes. Like, trying to do a Hayek approach doesn't work. I like to play Africa, third world country, but it's impossible. Emperor Shaddam IV, yeah, that's me. Alright. Another Sasanin Scheisse. Alright. Got 4 more to go. Let's go ahead and make that 3. Really bad games, just won another one. Bro's gonna just sell it for another $50. Double luck. PG, you need to you don't want the game? You don't want 2 games? Ronan, really? Esports? Wait, the esports, did you win one before? No? Oh, okay, we do have a winner. Alright, before I re-roll again, stop the count. Stop the count. Maybe they can't check all countries. Yeah, I would say that. It could be a reason. Alright, so esports. Esports, congrats. So we'll put you down. We got 3 to go. Son and Scheisse, did you message me at all? Or did you email me, something like that? Oh, okay, you did. Really, well, no, really bad games, that was you. It's a really bad game, sent me his game. Son and Scheisse, where are you at? I'm about to write you in Discord. Okay, cool. So, esports and Shannon's Scheisse, just same thing. Send me a DM on Discord or put me on, or just like publicly message me somewhere on Discord. Like I said, top right, take a picture of your icon and a picture of the screen of the stream, and then send it. At least just that way I can see you. And once I'm done with the stream, I will send all of the winners their codes. When and how do we get the keys? Well, like I said, once I'm done with the stream, I will send y'all messages individually. All right. I'm going to go ahead and reset the entries here. So I'm going to go ahead and everyone that's been active within the last 10 minutes, all of you guys are going to be eligible.
The decree.
I have the 23rd edition. Is the upgrade worth it? Yeah, I would say so. Except don't take my advice and then all of a sudden you hate it. If you hate it, just return it. But I would say compared to the 2023 edition, it is worth it. Okay, so apparently y'all can't send me DMs, so I'll go ahead and open up my DMs. Appearance, accessibility. Activity privacy? Appearance. Trying to see how I can open it up. I forgot. What DMs from other server members? Okay. Okay, I opened up my DMs so that way y'all are able to do that. I'm not seeing any issues with famines anymore, so I think we're free to make that meat contract. Global economic attractiveness is still on its way down, so we're actually making improvements here. 42 businesses have opened up in Vietnam. And then... $55,000 illegals. Wait, oh god, hell yeah, dude! Holy yes! Yes. Look. We have a positive net immigration rate. Yes. Okay, that actually really helped whenever we were doing that stuff with the visas. We need to continue to do that. So, okay, this is gonna be tedious, but yeah, we need to do that so that way we can really start to help out our immigration rate. Oh my god, I didn't think that would work. Okay, so esports and Scheisse messaged me. Thanks. Okay, got y'all. So, Magoo, Shun... Esports, legendary. All of y'all have won, so I took y'all off the list. Ah, really bad games, thank you. TPP stream in the future on a new judicial update. I'm like today, I'm usually working when you stream. I decided to take off today and I won. Nice. Nice. Okay, let's look. Return of Nationals 2025. Whoa. Look, apparently 100% of my people leaving is literally illegally emigrating. Not even voluntary return, unsolicited return of legal immigrants. It's just all of them. Annual flow of outgoing is 0. Annual flow of incoming is 65. So for some reason, my emigration just died. Apparently, I still have 70,000 people coming in. Or leaving, actually. Well, actually, I think it's also because of that 1.3 million people that left. Did that actually even happen? No? Apparently not. Or maybe it's because, like, 1.3 million people had left? And it was just like, hey, should we shut down the borders or something like that? So, I don't know. Immigration's up. It seems like unemployment is going the same way, lol. Is it? Actually? Oh, it is. The investment into PG's live stream paying dividends. Yeah, let's go ahead and continue these donations, guys, please. I'm on my last wit's end. I'm actually gonna go hungry tonight if you guys don't donate. Vietnam, the best place to live. Your new paradise. Really Bad Games is #1 in the messaging XP rating right now. Why did I have to miss 2 hours? I need to see the beginning. 2.5 hours. Wow, yeah, I've been Is there any repercussions for having a ton of tourism? Illegal immigration, I would say. It's probably the biggest thing is going to be illegal immigration. My GDP's gone up $30 billion. That's great. Oh yeah, meat contract with the United States. I need that. Even if we undersell it, we just need to get meat over to the United States. I want to sign that. I'm really set on trying to get that contract signed. Let's say 2.5 billion tons, and apparently the United States really does not want to be fair whenever it comes to this price, and we can negotiate it at a later time. So I'll just go ahead and give them an undersell of it compared to my price. Optic computer. Capture method. Rejected. Seriously? Oh yeah, it's because of the freaking diplomatic relations. It seems coalition groups in some areas would probably be upset over tourism. Yeah, I mean, I think it's like that in Japan at some places. Before I go, did you get my screenshot? Yes, I do see that you submitted it correctly, so thank you. You can go ahead and go, and I will send you a DM with your code at a later time. Seems a lot harder to bring down unemployment. Yeah, I think there is some difficulty increase in this edition. Yeah, unemployment is actually on its way up. Helping seniors, young people, $100 million to funding, but then what is this? Let's say 45 hours a week. 42? No, apparently not. Job seekers. Dang, no wonder. After fiddling with this new edition, I noticed that when building oil sites or gas sites, it doesn't account in the economy the same way it did in PNR 2023. Doesn't account into the economy the same way. Yeah, well, yeah, because it's actually based off of I know exactly where you're talking. It's based off of employment. So, like, as soon as that facility becomes available, it's not going to immediately increase your production. Production will actually fluctuate based on your employment. So, if you can actually employ the sectors or employ the buildings, then it'll actually make production. So, for example, like these tourist resorts, these are not making any annual production or improving because there's no one working there. So actually, since we have an overproduction, it literally looks like the Vietnam War here with the amount of SAM sites that they had around Hanoi. We're actually going to go ahead and start to increase our support for the tourism sector. Let's go over to tourism. Let's go over to tourism and hotel trade. And let's go over here and let's say, what can we afford? 2.05. I will say additional $500 million to the sector. 2.5. Let's say 2.1. 1.5. $1.5 billion. 2.3. Yep, that's what I was expecting. $186 million exoneration cost. No, I think we're just gonna hold off. We need to increase the amount of employment we have, so a huge $1.5 billion subsidy should really help the sector out. And to pay for that, we are going to increase some taxes here, so let's go ahead and go over to industrial pollution tax. Increased CO2 emissions from increased tourism. What's the longest play you have in GPS 5? 2030. In GPS 5, I think 2031 is like my longest one. I didn't have any crashes, anything like that. I think maybe I had a bug or two there, here and there, but no, I didn't really have any issues. Oh, how much longer is the stream gonna last? Yeah, literally. Seriously? Really bad games? How'd you get that again? Okay, really bad games. Robert, taking you off. Okay, choose another winner. Ryan, congratulations. Go ahead and hit me up on Discord. Same thing. We get 2 more to give away. So, esports. I have this all on a Google Doc, just making sure that I'm giving these away to the right people. Shannon, esports, Ryan. Crap. Hello? Ryan, go ahead and say something in the next couple of minutes. I'm going to give you about another 2 or 3 minutes to say something. If you don't, then I will have to move on. Really bad, but just really good luck to really bad games. Honestly, you should. Don't. This is a joke for legal reasons. This is a joke, but you should go to the casino. Can you check your email again? Okay, yeah, I got it. Thank you. Ryan actually might be the first one to, unfortunately, not get his prize today. The FAO is pointing the finger at us. Tourism. Ho Chi Minh City has left the ranks of the 50 most visited cities. We must take action. We've gone down in rankings of the most visited cities. Bad news for our tourism. Actually, we will build an international festival in Ho Chi Minh City. And this will be on the 8th of February. March, April. '15th of April. Let's do a World Music Festival, International Exhibition. Theater, literature. A lot of censorship here, so I don't know. And we'll hold off of our festival right now. We're gonna do a national park. The Northwest. Oh yeah. In that specific area, what is it called? Some Dien Bien Phu's up there. Is there like a specific name for this forest? Dien Bien? Well, it's actually in the Dien Bien region. Yeah, I'll call it the Dien Bien. And then the significance of that yellow ring, by the way, for those who don't know, basically what this does is that it prevents you from developing that specific region. So you can't build highways, energy, anything within this little ring right here. So it basically protects this whole area from development, which is really, really, really cool. And actually, I noticed this too. So your shares are all going to be invested into like a stock or something like that. But what happens here is that since you actually have a salary from right here in the Constitution screen, head of state salary $68,000. So basically, this will build up by $68,000 every month. So you'll have more money to kind of play with. So if I actually go over here, I can go to purchase items, I can look for the cheapest option, and then I can also buy this, but I need more money or I have to sell some stock. So wait for the next year. The Week of Unhappy People, what? This is published a newspaper destined to feed the hate towards our government. This newspaper revolution in Songhong region is the work of a rebel political group that fights the legislation forbidding political parties. We haven't yet succeeded in questioning these rebels, but it won't take long before we do. A lot of suppression happening in Vietnam. I'm still here. Okay. Ryan finally messaged me. He said something. Yeah, email me or send it into like the main chat or just DM me on Discord. Send me a screenshot of like your icon. That way it's like visible that you are who you say you are. It's gonna suck because I have like 29 people watching the stream, and as soon as I announce that I gave out the last code, everyone's just gonna drop off. Just watch. Like, watch. It's so funny. It's so funny whenever I do these live streams for giveaways, because it's like, it's literally so funny to watch. Just like, oh yeah, by the way, I don't have any codes anymore. Immediate viewer drop. Immediate viewer drop. You have to milk. Literally, as a streamer, you have to milk the opportunity to get this many views, because as soon as you say, oh yeah, by the way, no more, yeah, bye. State upheaval. Changes contribute to development of Vietnam. I have no doubt about it. Probably just gonna relax and play some Zomboid after this, honestly. I actually have to go to the store. Industrial pollution tax. How's my CO2? How's my malnutrition doing, actually? Malnourished. It's kind of like staving off. It's pretty unfortunate, but funny thing is that I didn't even want to win the giveaway. What's the best way to get money for personal wealth in the game? Stocks. Stocks are just like hilariously increase your government salary. That's how the world rolls. Unemployment is at 6%. Okay. Second and last giveaway. Zayi. Zayi, you there? Yep, you are. I can see you just a couple of minutes ago, and you're number 3 on my most active. Congratulations, Zayi. Second to last. Let's go ahead and mark that in. Last code to give away. How should I do it? Should I do it, like, differently? Like, maybe someone guesses a number or something like that? I know the feeling with streaming. I used to do CC, some content creation, somewhat professionally, but anyway, I like game development more. I don't have to sell my soul to the algorithm. Congrats. Yeah, and it's like, it sucks because I've literally been like just so busy with work. And I've just been focusing so much on that. I bought a house. I have a car now. Compared to a couple of years ago, especially during the midst of the pandemic, I mean, I had so much free time. And I kind of regret not making more content during that time. And it's just like sometimes I go weeks or maybe even a month without posting. And I remember... Oh, okay. I remember we're gonna have carbon neutrality in, I would say 2040. Yeah, I would say give me 14 years and I can have it done.
Here is our growth for.
Having to make your entire schedule around understanding what's going to get 100,000 viewers can be creatively limiting. Now I just advice when anyone asks me for YouTube. Now I just give advice when anyone asks me for YouTube stuff. I have 26 people watching and I only have like 3 people marked for this last giveaway. There's no way. Hey guys, so for those who are listening, I'm giving away one last code for GPS 5 and God and Spy. If you guys want to be eligible, you better say something in the chat. For those who have already won, I mean, like, since you don't have to pay $50 or $25 or however much for this, I mean, I would say I would really appreciate it before I go today that you give maybe a donation, anything like that. Just that way I'm able to get some type of not like return. Can't sound so shitty saying it like that. That's one reason why like it's just like like some type of return for the like that sounds so crappy to say it like that. Yeah, I can say shitty now because I already made $5 off the stream. except the funny thing is like YouTube takes like 40% of that $5, so it's like I want to be eligible. Are you eligible? Yeah, you are. You're new. You're new here. How to make donation. It's on a little icon on the bottom. It says show your support. It's just a little cash icon. I said that earlier, and now I just kind of like hate myself for saying it like that. Just like so I can get a return. It's just that's what I started to say, and I'm just like ugh. I just gave myself the ick there. Cereals price. Wait, what did I reduce the price on earlier? That was rice. Sell price, imposed price, $757, $231 million cost. We get what you're saying, though. Yeah, I see. I wanted to make sure y'all understood what I was saying. Super chat is how you can do it, but yeah, I'd imagine for Politics Game, unless you're doing some wacky challenges, it would be hard to garner a lot of views. Alright guys, well I'm going to go ahead and repeat the 1976 Cambodia-Vietnam War. Let's go ahead and see what I can do. Cambodia has killed off 25% of the population, and we want to go ahead and stop that genocide from happening. So leave a like, subscribe to the channel if you are new. Let's go ahead and stop genocide in Cambodia. Via credit card, not PayPal. I mean, I have a PayPal. I have a PayPal if you want to send it to that. Should be PoliticsGaming. %. Work. 6%. Yeah, unemployment's actually starting to become a concern for me now. Cambodia. Three-day special military operation in Cambodia. Nah, it's gonna take me like 6 months to make it there. I mean, I could really like make it quick. I mean, how do you say that? Nam Phen? 1 membership. Hey, let's go. Mr. Magoo. Mr. Magoo is gonna be the backbone of this channel. He's gonna be like the lifeblood. Mr. Magoo, you are literally keeping me from starving. I'll do that. You can write me the exact name via Discord later on. Hell, yeah, sure. I'll send you a... Oh, whoa. Hello? Out of memory? Did I just really run out of memory on my own computer? What does that mean? Run out of memory? What? I have 60 gigabytes of memory, and I'm using like half of it right now. Just send a PayPal through the stream. PayPal through the... What does that mean? Magoo's the investor memory leak in GPS. Is that what that was? Well, my chat, like, it just, like, Chrome literally just said, like, oh, snap, we ran into an issue, and then it said it was out of memory, so that was kind of weird. Mr. Magoo has said, like, 5 things this entire stream. Uh-oh. Robert gifted sent politics... Wait. Oh, I thought Robert Cochrane gave himself a membership. I thought that's what it said. Chris Bolin is literally going to, like, if you unsubscribe from my memberships, you are going to be responsible for me starving. Oh, yeah, what's going on with crime? I'm just going to shame people into giving me memberships. A lot of sponsors. Hell yeah. What's up, guys? PoliticsGaming here, and the members-only stream where you are only the 3 members that I have on my channel now. They will be able to give me pointers on how to prevent genocide. Oh, no, Yemen, you're still at war. What? 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 Hello? Devastating civil war with the students of jihad and the Al-Houthi and the Houthis. It just isn't enough for Yemen. They needed someone else to come in. Another person that's consequentially in a civil war itself. Where literally, they don't even have the northern provinces available to them. Lost all the money on giveaways. Oh yeah, the globe that I have, apparently also Djibouti is literally still French. Somalia declares war on Yemen. You know what? You're both just awful. 30 people, hell yeah. They're all everyone's like really well, at least the civil war is going to come to an end in Yemen. You know what? This is the one international, like, coalition I'm not going to be pissed off about. I only hate it whenever it's, like, Iran, like, randomly attacking, like, Iraq or something like that. Proxy wars go brrr. Alright. I'm going to go ahead and give away this last code. I'm telling you guys, watch this viewership. It's going to be really funny. Like, I'm going to take a screenshot of it, and I'm going to post it on Discord, because it's going to be very obvious. Hang on, apparently Nightbot actually had an issue. No! Seriously? I just had to restart it. Okay, everyone start saying crap in the chat. Just say hi or something like that. Just that way I'm able to get you logged in. Possibility of sanctions. Have they started killing each other yet? Somalia, Yemen. Why? Yemeni people is unacceptable, so say chaos wherever it goes. $1 million people from just a vague ass zero dislikes. Balance of power. Yemen apparently has the upper hand here. Does Yemen even have a military? 37,000 people? What about Somalia? Yeah. Okay, I guess just let the Yemenis just march into Mogadishu. They only have 750 people. Oh, yep, there's the coalition. Saudi Arabia, Ethiopia, United Arab Emirates, Kenya. So yeah, like, I guess the Great Arabian-African War just started. Saudi Arabia being on the side is actually a huge thing. Oh, there goes Yemen firing the one of like 20 missiles that they have at Ethiopia. Just gonna let this happen. We have good relations with you, Yemen, but I'm just not. I'm actually kind of disappointed. If you want to become a Saudi Arabian puppet, that's on you. Okay, so really bad games. Zai, Roberts. Legendary, and Prod. All of y'all already got it, so I took y'all off. Fiji. How much do you think it drops after the giveaway's over? I have to leave for an hour, but I'll come back if you're still streaming. I'm probably not going to still stream. I've been streaming for almost 3 hours now. I'm gonna say, like, I have 24 people watching right now. I'm telling you, it's probably gonna drop down to like 26 people. I'm telling you, it's probably gonna drop down to like less than 10. It's just like, I didn't get my game. Nightbot went to sleep. Laos. Bilateral agreement for student exchanges. Okay, we can actually play another month, and then before we end it, because I want to see my investments explode. Once my investment explodes, then I will go ahead and do the last drawing, and then we're gonna go from there. Annual data update right now. Sign a trade agreement with the United Kingdom. Yeah, good luck. What the hell happened to Keir Starmer?
Here are the GDP and
5.72% growth in a year. Good. Given your idea earlier, while I couldn't help with the project, do you know how easy it is to mod GPS? Well, you can mod like the pictures and everything like that, and some of the stuff. So it really kind of depends. I mean, I would say if I have some help from like other people that are willing to help me and spend this time to do it. I mean, I would say, we could work on something really nice, especially a world pack. 5.3 million people have taken to the roads and created long lines at the borders. What? A human catastrophe. Famine has brought the country to the verge of chaos. Malnutrition has reached a horrifying level. There are 1.1 million victims last year. So 1.1 million people just died. 5 million people are trying to leave the country. Hang on. 0.62. So that really didn't change after we opened up. Illegal immigrants on its way up. Unification. What do I do? 5.3 million people, but it doesn't even change anything. So, like, if I go over to population, like, my population is increasing. My immigration rate is positive. I'm not seeing 5 million people just dipping and leaving. You need more farm. I know, right? Actually, that makes a lot of sense now why I should invade and annex Cambodia. Alright, I'll hold that off, actually. For any invasion of Cambodia, I'll actually, before I leave... We can spy on 20 people, okay. Let's go here. Why are we spying on any of these guys? Nigeria. Okay, confirm. So Cambodia. Let's say 242 people. Let's say 50. Should I remember lags a lot on this part. Where the hell is it? Cambodia? Okay, there it is. Say 50 people in Cambodia. Political spying, preparation of a cyber attack, manipulation of social media, and approaching of terrorist groups. Okay. I'm going to expand that network over time, but I'm also going to give it an increase to international spies and then more cyber analysts. And then we're going to do a bronze plan here. Just cannot afford really like large stuff like that, large projects like that. I think at least something general would make sense. Exodus, 5.3 million. Seriously, dude. I'm overwhelmed by the latest events. Do you wish to call the army to shut down the borders? No. 5.3 million people. I'm just not seeing that in the data that I'm looking at. I mean, but I'm assuming this is real. I'm about to head off. Hope anyone enjoys the rest of the stream. I'll check for my key later, PG. I have to have, give me $3,000 and I'll send you the key. 3,000, that's my price. Is Vietnam going to be a series or just a one-time stream? Would you want to see it as a series? I mean, I could do it into like an actual like series on the channel over Australia. I feel like there's a lot of potential whenever it comes to Vietnam. Let's do this. I'm gonna do it like this. Start a poll. Should my series be continue as Australia or start a new one as Vietnam? Do a series where you build up your spy apparatus and military and eventually go to war. I mean, I could do that as Cambodia. Or as, I mean, recently, I mean, especially with the war against Cambodia that happened with Thailand. I like both options, so I'm not going to vote. Just like North Africa is literally, or Eastern Africa is just tearing itself apart right now, and I'm just like, I'm spinning like a ballerina. We're toward the end of the month, so we're actually about to see an increase in my stocks here. Let's actually check to see if I can buy anything cool. Purchase items. Seriously? Dude. I think it's because it's lagging. Hello? Seriously, dude. Okay, what about build property? No! Okay. That's just, I guess this is what it's gonna do to me. I'll probably just have to reset it. Meanwhile, Taiwan is just chilling over there. Do we defend them? Do we defend them? Would we be able to open a second front? I should probably fortify the border with China. And actually, that should actually be some type of goal as Vietnam, building up a better sea fleet, and then also maybe boosting relations with Taiwan, and then potentially assisting navally, kind of like causing a ruckus over here while the Chinese really kind of get distracted. So I would say, like, build up a huge fortification along the Chinese-Vietnamese border. Yeah, I think actually we could actually do really good as a series with Vietnam. I think there's a lot of potential, especially with tourism, economics, everything like that. As Vietnam. Love where this, yeah, okay. I guess we decided it. I'm gonna start a series. We'll continue on where I'm leaving it off now. So I'll say that just, you know, if you want to see the beginnings of this series, you know, go to watch this live stream. And then Ukraine is waiting for you. Your tutorial's still applying for the 2026 edition, right? Not really. So a lot of them are outdated, especially my economic tutorial. So definitely keep an eye out. I am developing another economic tutorial, tutorial 4.0. So definitely keep an eye out for that. All right, U.S. stock prices are about to blow the hell up. How's inflation? I do like that we can have a 5% interest rate without having to worry about inflation. So inflation is definitely kind of broken off from the whole thing with inflation is definitely not as attached to growth. All right, let's see. While we wait for our stocks to increase and oh my god, yeah, hell yeah, $77.1 million, dude. Seriously. Let's save this real quick just in case. I have my door locked so that like I don't get interrupted or anything like that. And my girlfriend just texted me like, "Why is your door locked?" And I'm just like, "I told you I was streaming, bro. It is 6 o'clock here. I've been streaming for 3 hours. I should probably head out." So yeah, new series is on the way. Vietnam. We will continue with Vietnam. We have a lot of potential with this series, military-wise and economic-wise and tourism-wise. So I actually think this will be a lot better off than the Australia series is. A lot of development opportunity. I always avoided Vietnam in my previous other videos. streams or series is mainly because it was always a one region state. I do like that they finally broke it off into multiple different regions. There's a lot of industrial potential with Vietnam. We could definitely make this into a $1 trillion+ economy. Doing shady things behind the door, yeah. Yeah, literally. I'm speaking loud enough to where y'all, like, there's no argument there. Just like, who are you talking to? My audience? Planning to take over a country, yes. We're planning some very nefarious things with the land of Pol Pot. Yeah, definitely. I think we'll definitely be pursuing a Vietnam series now. I'm actually very excited for that. Just subbed, appreciate you. Thank you. Glad to see it. All right, let's go ahead and hold this last giveaway. Let's see. 3, 2, 1. Everyone, actually, before we do that, everyone say ho 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 Chi Minh in the chat. Specifically, exactly like that. Ho 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 Chi Minh. Just everyone, just say it. I'd play the song, but I'm also afraid of getting copyrighted. Say W Vietnam in the chat, actually, instead of ho ho. I feel like that's a lot to request. It's kind of weird saying it like that, but say W Vietnam in the chat. W Vietnam, L Cambodia. No, but really, say W Vietnam. I'd literally get arrested if I were to say that like 50 years ago. There's so much meme potential with this series. I'm actually excited. All right, I'm gonna see. Should I play it? Yeah, the ballad of Ho Chi Minh. Yeah, okay. I'm gonna lose my monetization on this probably, but I already made $5, so I need another $5 on this stream, guys, and we're gonna go ahead and do this. Hang on, getting this ready.
Biển xa người đi khắp phương trời, ở nơi xa đó người dân đói nghèo, từ đau thương người đi khắp năm châu lòng tin mặt trời chân lý sáng soi, dõi chiếu sáng dân mình. Hồ Hồ Chí Minh, Hồ Chí Minh, Hồ Chí Minh. Vượt trùng sông người đi khắp phương trời, luyện tôi ý chí lòng núi căm hờn. Hồ Chí Minh Nam Châu Long Tiên mặt trời chân lý sáng soi dọi chiều sáng dân mình. Hồ Chí Minh, Hồ Chí Minh, Hồ Chí Minh, Hồ Chí Minh. Miền biển xa.
All right, and we got it. We got the winner here, and we have Day Sentient. Day Sentient, congratulations on being the last winner of the GPS giveaway. I'm just having so much fun, man. I really hope this stream does not get copyrighted. Yeah, I'm gonna stop that before I finally get like just creamed by the whoever made that song. But yeah, let's go ahead and say a big congratulations to all of the winners of the giveaway. There's like 3 people joining this chat, by the way, and they're all like, why the hell does it have it on there? But guys, Day, if you can send me a message on Discord, please let me know that you are who you say you are. And yeah, we will go ahead and go from there. All right. Let's go ahead and go forward a couple of days. $77 million. 257% returns on our stocks. And let's see what tourism is doing. $600 million more. State upheaval. Can I email you? Yeah. Go ahead and email me. All right. Meme is over. I love that. I love that we just end that like with the whole like just Ho Chi Minh song. Called The Ballad of Ho Chi Minh, by the way, if you guys were wondering. We'll go ahead and end that poll. Looks like everyone wants a Vietnam series. Excited for that. Where's your email? Go to the About section, and then on my channel, go to About, and then it should say for business inquiries, and then it'll show my email. But I will go ahead and save it here. We'll go ahead and end the stream for today. Appreciate the live stream. Total W. Hell yeah. W Vietnam. All right, guys, leave a like, subscribe to the channel if you are new. If you guys want to see more content like this, hit that bell notification icon so you don't miss anything whenever I do make it to the channel. Keeve, I'll message you my response, but I'm gonna have you like resend like what you're specifically wanting me to answer. Let me know if you need anything else from me. I joined a Discord. Looking forward to the Vietnam series. WPG W Vietnam. Goodbye and thank you very much. Sean and Scheiss. Sagt Dankeschön. 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 I know what you said. I knew my German. Gonna have to do a Germany series in the future, but not in the way you think it is. Fun times gonna be ahead. We have turning a new page for this channel. We're gonna have the joint Vietnamese Laotian alliance invade Cambodia from the north. But just big shout outs. We're gonna say to, actually I should probably write this down before I go. Day. Alright, so congratulations, Really Bad Games, Mr. Cochrane, Legendary, Mr. Magoo, Prodast, Shannon Scheisse, Esports, Ryan, Zayi, and Day. Congratulations all to all of y'all for winning fair and square the GPS edition 2026 and God and Spy at the same time. But other than that, I will see you guys in the next one. I've been streaming for almost 3.5 hours, so I am done for today. I'll try to make sure that I will maybe one live stream a week, maybe once every 2 weeks, something like that. I really want to make sure that I can get some content in for you guys. I do have another video coming out within the next couple of days talking about GeoSim Prime, a new game from one of my subscribers. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Guys, thank you so much for watching this with me, and take care.